quick review of a game I've just beat 'em up, Comix Zone, Sega Genesis / Megadrive. It's a good game. I give it about a 7 out of 10. It's obviously not as good as Streets of Rage 3 or Golden Axe, but it's a good beat 'em up. The character reminds me of Johnny Bravo. It's a good game. It's three levels with like scene 1 and 2 in. So like there's one level and you go through 2 scenes and then you go to level 2 and then there's 2 scenes. So there's like 3 levels, but like 6 kind of, if you know what I mean. But it's 3 levels, but like 2 scenes each. Uh, Obviously the last level's the hardest. You fight 3 bosses. I think the middle boss is the hardest. The boss with fingernails. That's just my opinion because I know I'll beat the last boss easy. But the last boss can be challenging if you don't know what you're doing. But I think the middle boss is the hardest and the first boss is easy. There's only 3 bosses in the game. Part of the game is your character who's been brought in kind of from the comics. And you can get 2 endings in the game, are good or bad. Depends if you let the woman drown or not. Either way you beat the game, but I've got both a good ending and a bad ending. I beat this game 5 times. Once I got the bad ending and I've beat it 4 times since and I got the good ending. It's a fun game. Like I said, not as good as them beat 'em ups I mentioned, but it's definitely a good beat 'em up. I'd definitely play it again. I beat it 5 times. Obviously without cheating, I'd beat it again. I'd play it again. It's a fun game. It's considered one of the hardest games on the Megadrive ever made. By many people, it's considered like in the top 5. I don't think it's that hard, but it's can be a bit challenging at first, like if you don't know what you're doing. Because this is a catch a lot of people don't understand. At the start of the game, you don't have any continues. You only have 1 life. But if you make it a stage 3, you get 2 continues kind of. And you have to be careful with random items you pick up. Like sometimes it can be question marks, sometimes it could be an instant death bomb. I've had that happen to me before, so you've got to be careful with that. But I'm good at the game. With hardly getting hit from the enemies, but the hardest enemy in the game probably has to be the stick enemies, but the hardest boss has to be the middle boss. Because the last boss is easy as long as you know when to hit the switch and hit him with a dynamite by pressing on the plug. And then once you beat all them enemies, beat the final boss, you've got to kill a few more than flying enemies and you've got to hit the switch quick before she drowns. And then that's the end of the game. But yeah, I beat the game 5 times. Bad ending once and 4 times got a good ending. Definitely a great game. I recommend it. 8 out of 10 for me, or 7 out of 10. 7, 8 out of 10. Beat 5 times, definitely go through it again. For sure.